nice to know, Nadine, but how can we actually put it into action? I would like to give you some guidelines of how you can organize your rehearsal times during your classes. So let's look at a performance timeline. How many practices, how many rehearsals, how many classes does it take to build a show? Now this could go really long. You could be working on a show for a year. End of season performance, if you've been teaching everything right and learning combos and getting them prepared and talking about the shows since day one, performance should take no more than 2 months or 8 weeks. You know, you can do a little bit more. Doing a little less is not recommended unless you really like working stressed. So let's break it down. Week 1 and 2. This is the kickoff. This is when you get the ball rolling. This is when you sit down and have a conversation with your students. We are starting to prepare for the end of the season performance. What does that mean? We need to choose a song. We need to choose groups who we're going to be performing with. And we need to choose tricks. So these are the 3 things we want to focus on in the first 1 or 2 weeks. These things can take forever. You can get stuck trying to figure out who's going to perform with who for months. You can spend hours just going through songs and they sit on their butts in class instead of choosing a song. The secret here is to give a timeline, make it short, force them to make a decision. You can't move forward until you know what song you have and until you know who you're going to be performing with and until exactly what kind of tricks, plus minus, you would like to have in your show. A small tip about putting girls together to perform. I personally choose dynamics than trick level and skill. Meaning that if I have one girl who is very strong at drops and another girl who's strong at flexibility and they're friends and they want to perform together but they don't really fit in the styles of the tricks they're going to be choosing, I deal with it because it's better that they get along and they're working together. In the end, we want to be an aerial coach. We don't want to be a psychologist or a counselor that's dealing with girl fights and drama. We don't want the drama. We want to get moving. We want to do aerial. With that being said, sometimes you have magic moments, especially as they get a little older and understanding that you can put those girls that fit so well together in technique and skill. It's also possible. Basically, you can do it either way. So by the end of week 1 or 2, the student's homework is to go choose a song at home, not during class, so they don't waste their time. It's either up to you or to them to choose the group of who they're with. Whether you decide whether to take that responsibility or give it to them, in my opinion, depends on how old they are. The younger they are, I choose for them. The older they are, the longer they've been with me, I give them the advantage of choosing the groups. They also know that it's coming, so that helps. And hopefully by the end of these first 2 weeks, you have already come up with combinations of tricks that we can possibly have and potentially put into the show.